Solange, thank you so much for agreeing to have a quick chat to us about your chapter in the Team Coaching Casebook.
Tammy, thank you for having me as part of this process. I'm very excited to speak about my chapter and what I've learned since the time that the chapter was written and the book was published. For me, I wrote the chapter with a view to highlighting an experience that didn't live up to the expectation that either I had or the sponsor who had engaged me to do the team assessment and the team coaching. And I think it's really important that we don't just show the big successes, but we also show things that can go wrong in a team coaching assignment. I am a data analyst at heart. So everything I do has data underneath it. So everything is grounded in data and data evidence. That even a less than stellar coaching assignment can actually still generate positive outcomes for the coach, the team participants, the organization, and even the coach.
Absolutely. I love what you're talking about here, because I don't think that there's any of us who have ever, who've been coaching for a long time anyway, who've gone through an assignment where everything went perfectly. Number one, does it? If you do, you're probably not doing the job, in my opinion, especially from a supervisory perspective, because I see lots of other people's work. But also, especially if we take the pandemic, how many people literally had engagements end in the middle when people were not finished, or, that's a really huge example of it. But, there's always reorgs or leaders leaving, or, team loses momentum, or board comes in and says, you got to do something different. So right. I love that. So thank you for doing that and being sincere.
My pleasure. In my instance, the organization was a pharmaceutical company that was global, and many of the things you said actually happened. None of the team members really wanted to engage in team coaching, and this was a particularly dysfunctional team. Right? If you read the chapter, you'll see that they were super dysfunctional. The rest of the organization was pretty much okay, because when we assessed the executive management team, and then we assessed every team in the organization, because what we're trying to figure out was, where's the problem coming from? Now, they participated. They filled out the assessment tool. They showed up for the meetings. They participated, but they resented it. You could tell that they resented it. They actually vocalized that they didn't want to do this. I mean, we didn't have any silent checker-outers. They were verbal about the fact that they didn't want this. And the only reason that they were doing it is because the president of the company was making them do it. Right. So guess what happened the day that he left?
They all opted out.
They stopped. They said, We want to cancel the team coaching. I did get them to agree to a post-coaching assessment. So they fill out the same assessment tool post-coaching. And they agreed to allow me to debrief them on the post-coaching results. And what we found was the team improved. Even if they went into it kicking and scratching, wow. They actually improved. And they said in the post-coaching debrief, they all said that the coaching actually helped them. It helped them better understand the system. It helped them better get along with each other better. It helped them gain a sensitivity and an understanding of the other in terms of, how they related to one another on the team. And so even though we weren't able to complete the coaching assignment, we actually did have a success, because they improved and they acknowledged their own personal improvement and the improvement of the team and how they felt about being on the team. We went back to him about 6 months later, and we said, how has the company changed? And these are the things that he said. So they were working as a team. The whole organization was much more successful in meeting deadlines. And the CHRO and the CFO, based on the improvement in meeting project deadlines, estimated that had a positive impact of about $1.5 million to the organization.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure and delight. I've learned heaps myself, so that's always lovely. And thank you so much for your generosity. I know it's been a little bit longer than what we agreed to, so I really appreciate that.
Okay. Thank you very much.